Hey y'all, Joe here, Southern Coast Cooking coming at you. I want to show y'all something. I got a wonderful little plate of pork chops here that I've cut up. I have a big pork loin I got from Sam's, just cleaned up, cut me some pork chops. What I wanted to create today, I've been thinking, I went to lunch the other day at a restaurant, nice little restaurant here locally, great staff and everything like that, and I'd never eaten there before, and everybody told me, you gotta try the pork loin with the crawfish sauce and this, that, and other. Y'all mention where it was, and I'll go back and try something else again, but it was terrible. So maybe we'll kind of recreate a dish similar to this, like a Cajun pork chop, a little bit of crawfish topping, something like that. So that's where we are here today. So what I got here is got the pork chops that I cut up. I'll show you kind of what we're dealing with. You see about yay thick, just thick enough to where you don't have to butterfly them. All right, I want to get started out. My buddy over here, 30-minute marinade. You know, their marinade is great stuff. Put much on there. I actually mixed a little bit of olive oil in it to thin it out just a bit, because I don't need a whole ton of marinade here, because we're not doing a whole lot. I'm gonna kind of pour some of that on there. See, I mixed that olive oil in. We didn't even see kind of how it's doing. That's fine. We're just gonna pour that in there, and we're gonna flip these around and get that working. Okay, and that'll help us. Like I said, I'm gonna just mix that. That's gonna help us get a base layer on these chops. You know, make them real good, y'all. And just want to have a whole lot of flavoring on here. That's definitely gonna help. And we're gonna get these on the Hunsaker here in just a bit. That's right. So I'm gonna kind of flip everything here. Flip it, get some off of that on that. And I'm gonna smoke them and just treat them right, y'all. Right there. I was gonna do a brisket today, honestly, but I went to the store. They didn't really have any. It was getting a little late. So, all right, now, first layer of flavor. P-Rans, right here. Oyster Bed Company, they're seasoning. It comes in a bag. I just stuck this on that shaker so you can see what I'm using. It's their garlic butter seasoning. Stuff is phenomenal. Want to get you a good layer of that on there. This is add some garlic to the game, butter, everything like that. Okay, so go with that. And then the next deal, very simple. Just take your favorite Cajun seasoning. Be careful with your salt content. You don't want too much salt. You get these things way too salty, so be careful with that. I actually mixed a little bit of Cajun seasoning with some barbecue rub. I won't have, just because I didn't want to cut that, you know, any kind of salt content, okay? Again, what we'll do is we'll flip this party just like this. And we're gonna let these marinate here just for a little bit. I had to get my daughter over there across town. Today's my day off, so I went in this morning. Well, I thought about going in this morning, so I was dressed like this, but I didn't. So, you know, I said, let's cook something. Let's make a video. Let's do that there. That's what we're gonna do. Beautiful pork chops. Cook that with a Hunsaker, get that perfect smoke on them, everything like that. You can't let that fire in a Hunsaker go to waste. All right, again, we'll hit them with the grain seasoning, or the Oyster Bed Company, their garlic butter seasoning. I'm telling y'all what, this stuff is amazing. I'll put this on everything. Put in some red beans and rice and see what happens. How good it makes it. All right, got that there. Then a little bit of Cajun seasoning right on top. Well, that's all we really need. Let these marinate for about 30 minutes. All right, you don't want to go all night with this, you know. Get too strong. Let these go about 30 minutes. We'll get them out there on the Hunsaker. All right, y'all stay with me. We'll be outside here just shortly. We're out here at the Hunsaker. We're about to put the pork chops on. I'm sorry, I got kind of rushed for time today. They called me, run me over here, run me over there. So that's what we got, the Hunsaker grill and our smoker, grill and smoker. And we're gonna go ahead and start putting pork chops on this bad boy. This sucker, we're gonna load it down as we can with these pork chops. Beautifully seasoned. Been marinating here for about an hour. A little bit longer than I intended, but that's okay. It won't hurt them. So I'm gonna get all these loaded on the Hunsaker. I'll get right back to y'all. I got them all loaded on smoker right now, loading it down. I got run about, we'll run about 275 to 300. We're gonna roll with these things. They're gonna be so good, y'all. So meanwhile, while I sat there on the Hunsaker, we gotta start thinking about that sauce. What I got here, I got some bell peppers, onions, stuff like that, just sauteing in here. Sauteing down, cooking down. That's gonna be part of our sauce that we'll make that we'll serve over the top of that pork. To cook down pretty good. I'm gonna put some of that seasoning, just that I put that, mix that in here, that we just seasoned the pork chops with. Throw that in there a little bit, all right? And I've got some of this better than bouillon, just this lobster base. Okay, just a good little spoon of that. That off in there, maybe 2. All right. Stir that in good. That'll give us some more flavor, right? Lots of flavor. Make sure to get that off that spoon. Don't want to waste it. Alright. Boy, I can smell that lobster paste popping out of there. Alright. We'll cut down the heat for a second. And we'll come in with some heavy cream. Y'all give me just a second. I got a little heavy cream. We're going to pour that in there, just like that. So we kind of stir that around. Mix it into the vegetables. I don't know if y'all can see everything going on here. Alright. Go into a little bit more Cajun seasoning.
No.
Alright, just like that. Throw that in there. All right, now I'm coming in with some reduced heavy cream. This is actually something they sell at my grocery store. It's like a cream sauce in a jar. I'm gonna use a couple jars of it. You could actually use an Alfredo sauce or something if you wanted to. I shouldn't have a whole bunch of regular heavy cream to make into the sauce, okay? I'm gonna be right back. All right, so I'm going in with the heavy cream sauce right here, just from a jar. Put 2 jars of that in there, and that's gonna be, you realize that helps to save us a lot of time on weeknight. And just add a bulk of flavor. This is a cheesy, creamy sauce. So we'll stir that in there. We'll taste it in a few minutes, but that's going to give us a basis for our sauce, okay? So we'll let that just simmer, kind of reduce, and we'll go check on the pork chops. Thing I want to put in here, I'm going to put a cup full or so of this. This is going to bring the flavor up. I just tasted it. So the pork is done. I'm going to put this in the oven, and that's the pan of beautiful pork medallions there, or pork chops. And we'll get back to that sauce. Put that in the oven and keep warm. Getting back to that sauce now, y'all. So at this time, we'll add 2 pounds of Cajun Crawfish, Louisiana certified crawfish tails. 2 of these bags to that sauce over there. I'll come over here and check this out. All right. Add 2 bags. I'm gonna cut this one open. I'm sorry, I'm coming right over to you, y'all. I promise. Make sure it's all in the water. Anything got things out. Sometimes these bags bust when they're thawing. Oh shoot. Put that in there, and I'm gonna put 1 more. All right, y'all, that's 2 bags. So we're gonna stir that in right there. Bring this back up to the simmer. Let that roll. Look at that there. Isn't that beautiful? Louisiana crawfish cream sauce. Just gonna let that simmer there for a few minutes. I'm gonna cook some noodles. So one of the folks wanted some noodles with theirs. Have it however you want to. I'm trying to do the low carb thing myself. But y'all stay with me. It's gonna be good plating. Y'all know we're done. We're getting ready to plate up. We gotta throw everything together here. This is gonna be beautiful. Y'all hang with me. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me through this. It's been 94, 97 degrees outside. Not much cooler in the house, it seems like. So we're trying to get this done for you. Get it plated up. I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be one of the best dishes we've done here on Southern Coast Cooking. Let's hope so. Now what we got here is our plate. My wife did some veggies last night. She chopped up some fresh zucchini, and did some like field peas or snow peas, some broccoli, some things like that. She mixed in like a little Parmesan cheese. Got a little stir fry with that. I think this dish is going to pair well with that melody of vegetables. Okay, I'm looking forward to that for sure. So that's what I want to start out with, a little base, a little veggie base, just like that. And then we're going to come over and we'll get some of our pork. Oh, bear with me right here. A couple of pieces of this prime cooked pork. And do something like this right here. Okay, actually that's probably enough. We'll do a double cut just because. But I got that one right there. As you see, you got your veggies right there. You got all that. And I'm gonna come in here with some of the crawfish sauce, crawfish crumb sauce, and we're just gonna kind of put that around the outside there. That way you can dip in with your pork. Now I'm gonna show you a picture of the dish I got at that restaurant and how they did it, and they just kind of globbed everything right there on top of the pork, and you didn't really even know what you had. So I wasn't too crazy about that, but we're gonna do this way. That way you can get in there and eat and dip and do that just like you want to. I'm gonna clean that plate a little bit up, how I normally do, and we'll get a picture or two. But that's the dish right there, y'all. That is the marinated, smoked pork chop right there, pork medallions with the crawfish gravy, or you want to call it the crawfish cream sauce. Got a little vegetable accompaniment right here, but I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to get a couple pictures of it, y'all, then we'll dig in. Oh, now the fun part, let's try it. Let's get down here and get us a piece. What we're working with here. Cut us a piece off the bottom right here. That pork chop. Oh, get some of that crawfish sauce. A couple of pieces of the crawfish. Look at that. It's a nice little bite like that. Oh, come on up with me. Let's give it a try. Mmm. Oh, that's mighty fine. Oh, let's dive back in there together. Look at that. Show you what we're working with. Now, first off, look how juicy that pork chop is. Oh, man. Look at this. That's gravy. Right there. And all the crawfish. All the meats. All that right there. Look at that bite. That's what I'm talking about. Give that one a try. Excuse me, I'm gonna do all the chewing in front of you. That was absolutely amazing. Oh, the flavor party right there. Y'all gotta try this. No, please, I'm gonna put a picture of mine right there at the end. I want you to put a picture of what I got in that restaurant. Y'all tell me what you think. But anyway, thank y'all so much. Please like my videos, sub my channel. God bless. Y'all have a good one. Whoo, yeah, y'all gotta try this one. We can call this Cajun pork chop and crawfish. I don't know, I'll think of a better name. We're gonna think of something before I get it online. But appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, God bless. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget about that.